Thank you, Richard. Good evening, everyone. Well, we've got two senior managers and tonight two veteran goalkeepers as well. Edwin van der Sar for Manchester United. In front of him, Nemanja Vidic is back from illness, so Wes Brown is shuffled back to right back. From Sunday's midfield, only Michael Carrick survives as Paul Scholes makes his first full appearance since October. Nani and Park also start, and Cristiano Ronaldo is to play in tandem with Wayne Rooney a bit further forward tonight. Ryan Giggs is given a total rest, but plenty of strength on the bench if plan A isn't working.
Well, he's had to make some changes, or he has made some changes, but you can hardly say that they've weakened the side, really, when you look right down that spine. Ferdinand, Vidic, Carrick, Scholes, Ronaldo, Rooney. Doesn't come much better than that. With Vidic back in there and continued absence of Gary Neville, that's got to be his best back four, with a top goalkeeper behind it. And then from that, they're obviously going to get something from this little man tonight. He'll be desperate to play these 90 minutes. He'll be up and down the pitch, fetching, carrying, threatening, doing all the things that he does. If they're weak anywhere, when you look at that side, it's in these areas. Weaker with Park on the right, who's yet to convince a lot of Manchester United fans, and Nani on the left here, another young Portuguese talent. But the top two, what can you say about them that hasn't already been said?
It is David James's 500th Premier League game, and he's hoping for an England place next Wednesday night. Sol Campbell likewise, after missing 2 games for his club with a sore back. Noé Pamaro stays in the side at left back. The African absentees, all midfield or attacking players, but Lassana Diarra, late of Chelsea and Arsenal, has already fitted in impressively, and Sean Davis makes his full comeback after a 7-match absence. And there's a debut for Milan Baros, making Portsmouth his 3rd English club after Liverpool and Villa, along tonight with Benjani, who apparently is interesting Manchester City. Pryderson and Pedro Mendes drop to the bench.
Well, as Jamie was telling us earlier, he could play Benjani in one of the wide areas and go 5 if he wanted, Harry Redknapp, but having talked to Jeff Shreves earlier, he did indicate that Benjani's going to start up top alongside Barros, and then a four-man midfield behind it. But the two people, I think, who have to play well tonight are the two centre-backs. I mean, Distin has got pace, so he will feel fairly confident that he can deal with the quick feet that he's going to face tonight. Sometimes if Sol gets caught, it is with quick feet around him and just taking him into little areas where he doesn't want to go. So I think it's a big test for those two tonight. If these two can come out on top in this game, then Portsmouth just might have the chance.
Well, Manchester United are winning football matches and plenty of plaudits along the way, but retaining the Premier League crown is still very much work in progress, with the challenge of Arsenal, who are also now a barrier to United in the FA Cup, of course, and the challenge in the league of Chelsea. Portsmouth have given them problems in the past, though rarely up here at Old Trafford. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, looking at the statistics, which are so impressive. He got 18 Premier League goals in his first 3 seasons in England, 34 more in a season and a half. Of course, he has unhappy memories of Portsmouth, where he was sent off in August, where Paul Scholes scored his only goal so far this season, and Benjani equalised for that 1-1 draw. In fact, United didn't win any of their first 3 Premier League games, including the draw at Portsmouth, but in the 20 matches since then, 17 victories, including 11 in a row here at home. Well, they were knocked off the top last night by Arsenal, who really improved their goal difference as well. United looking to regain pole position. From the theatre where dreams so often do become reality, it is Manchester United against Portsmouth, and it's live.
Already. It's not the first keeper who's confused down the ears. It's behind you, Peter. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Both here tonight to watch, along with Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Thank you, Richard. Paul Scholes, on an evening of personal landmarks for players, reaches 550 appearances for Manchester United. and bursting to make the most of this one after his 3-month absence. Got a tremendous reception when he came on as a substitute against Spurs in the cup tie here on Sunday. Portsmouth in white shirts tonight, with this impressive away record, and Milan Baros making his debut into an early challenge with Nemanja Vidic. Diarra.
Already 1 or 2 little signs of the pitch cutting up. It's not the best surface United have ever had here, but the good thing about it, it's wet.
And it's been down a long time, Andy, 5 years.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a time where they were putting them in almost on a sort of 3-monthly basis. Here's Scholes. Camero probably brought in for Hridayson to deal with Ronaldo, who would have been his expected opponent. Got to Ferguson coming up with a switch of his own.
To be fair, it's not as if Ronaldo sticks on that right-hand side and stands there and wants to be marked all the time. It's the beauty of the players they play up those in those 2 wide areas and in the 2 up top. The rotation of them where they find themselves on the pitch, not restricted.
Hoisted forward by Sean Davis. Nani starting on the left, Park on the right, with plenty of capacity for change. And the first offside goes against Rooney. Sol Campbell's free kick. Lauren on the right-hand side of Portsmouth's midfield, an old adversary of Manchester United in his Arsenal days. Here's Pamara. Milan Baros is probably expecting to face Manchester United next month. Lyon in the Champions League. He's been wheeler-dealered into a Portsmouth shirt by Harry Redknapp, as the January sales and buys and loans are coming to an end. It's going to be a frantic day tomorrow, I'm sure. Evra. Nani. Ronaldo. This guy, of course, had many good years in Manchester with Manchester City. Drops off Campbell's head. Nani trying to make something of it. Evra winning the sprint to it here.
It's just so typically Scholes, isn't it? Just had a little look up. Hardly any backlift. Looking to play Rooney in over the top.
Ferdinand. Scholes eager to come and get it off the central defender. And Rooney likewise from Vidic. Carrick. Portsmouth, apart from the front 2, defending pretty deep with their 2 banks of 4. And make sure there isn't space in behind for players like Park to get into, but he has managed it. And Wes Brown's there to back him up. But the Kranjčar gets it away. Marvin Atkinson is the referee. He's penalised Benjani. Evra. Rooney's got to be careful tonight. A yellow card and he'd missed the Manchester derby.
That's 2-footed. And Diarra needs to be careful. He did win the ball. Anyone who goes in like this now, watch both feet. Taking a chance.
Ferdinand, good control from Carrick. Really spoilt for choice in midfield areas where they haven't had the full complement of players, Manchester United, this season, but they have now. Ronaldo checked by Diarra. Baros. Outmanoeuvred by Carrick, and Scholes looking to drop one for Rooney. Pamaro came across with a covering challenge.
Well, that's two diagonals he's tried, one from each side. One right to left, one left to right for Rooney from Paul Scholes. Always looks up first, that ball. Always likes to see if there's anything in behind early before it all closes up.
You have to go back to 3 months before the Munich tragedy to find Portsmouth's last win at Old Trafford, 1957.
That was a decent run in there from Ji-sung Park. Outside to in. Nearly there.
Here's Ronaldo. Now Brown. Great position for the cross. Park. It was going wide, it hit Rooney. Kranjčar. Benjani can't hold it. And Portsmouth will need their front men to retain some possession to stop this start to the game, in which we've had 6 minutes virtually played in the Portsmouth half. Benjani penalised again.
Yeah, very much on the front foot, Manchester United. I guess half your problem in bringing the side here is actually convincing them mentally that you can win the game.
Well, Harry Redknapp talked about anything here as a bonus, really. No burden of expectation on Portsmouth, despite their wonderful away record this season. Carrick getting to that advanced position on the right side where Brown was a moment or two ago. Comes out to Scholes. Rooney. Scholes somehow squeezing it to Ronaldo. Shot blocked by Campbell, cleared by Campbell. Where Barros has always been a willing chaser. He scored his last goal, in England on this ground for Aston Villa a year ago.
That might be the best option, but we just saw there is soaking up some pressure and then hoping to catch them with Barros and Benjani.
Distat. He's got two up to aim at. He's going to keep Ferdinand and Vidic on their toes if Portsmouth can get enough of the ball to bring their front men into the equation. Scholes to Rooney. Ben Johnson aware of the danger that Nani was posing.
He needed the pace as well. He possesses Glenn Johnson there.
Good turn by Brown. In the end, first of all, it was a bit tentative by Lauren, and then Campbell was being harried and hustled.
And they don't give you much time. Right on the front foot, Manchester United.
Nani. Well, no Tevez tonight, but Wayne Rooney's in double figures for the season, having scored a really crucial goal at Reading when it looked as though Manchester United might not score that day.
Yeah, I think he'd just like to see his league tally just rise a little bit from now to the end of the season, just to 6.
Yeah, he lost one, of course, to the Premier League dubious goals panel. They won at Arsenal, which has officially been deemed a Gallas own goal. Ronaldo quickly to Nani, back to Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored yet again. That's 18 in the league, 26 in all competitions. Taken him less than 10 minutes to break through the Portsmouth defence here and spoil David James' 500th Premier League game.
Well, just watch and enjoy. You talk about one-touch football. First the nick it, now watch this from here. Ball in, one back, one through, and then they split them wide open. And then just steadies himself, and, well, why wouldn't he score? Whoever thought he wouldn't? Ridiculous thing to think. Just wonderful one-touch football.
And it's in keeping with the territory of this opening 9 minutes. It's been all Manchester United. They have a goal to show for it. Another goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. Pamero. Benjani. Benjani, of course, has had a good scoring season himself with a couple of Premier League hat-tricks. But this is the man. Surely there's not a better player in the world at the moment than Cristiano Ronaldo. Nani played his part in the goal. Evra chasing on as Portsmouth are pressed back again, and having had the temerity to get into the Manchester United penalty area a few moments ago. Scholes. Rooney comes to collect. Brown. Here's Distin. He's given it straight back to Manchester United in the shape of Ferdinand. It prevents the through ball that was aimed for Rooney. Ronaldo.
No need for that either. There's absolutely no way Ronaldo was getting any semblance of getting on the ball through from Wayne Rooney.
Last time Sol Campbell played, and he had a lot of problems with Kenwyne Jones, and it's a different kind of problem tonight,
totally
but it's probably going to be worse.
And that's what we were saying earlier, right at the top, wasn't it? It's a quick feet, the movement around Sol.
Rooney's just loitering away from the main man.
I see that. He doesn't usually pass them up. I know Hargreaves hit one against Reading, did he?
I was there. Wonderful effort by Hargreaves. Brilliant save by Hanneman.
I think the two brave guys are Park and Carrick.
Oh. It's a shot of superlatives. And David James might have been playing in the Premier League since its very first weekend in 1992. He hasn't seen many better than this fly past him.
Well, I have to say I'm running out of words to describe this lad. Look at that ball. It is a totally unique way of striking the football at a dead ball, that he can hit it so hard, nothing except pick it out the back of his net.
This is the football world's top talent. Well, he got a hat-trick against Newcastle. He's well on the way. And we haven't had 15 minutes yet to repeating what was for him a first. We've got lots of doubles, of course.
Yep.
And another at Pompey's expense here. And Harry Redknapp will be thinking, how are we going to get through this next 77 minutes?
That was a daft free kick, as I say, that Sol Campbell gave away at the edge of the box.
But it's Barosh to try and strike one, and well, he's a bit rusty. He hasn't played too much
Corner, just come off
recent
one.
weeks for Lyon.
Didn't strike it very well, mind you. He's happy that it's nicked off somebody. Not a lot Harry can do about this for Portsmouth. He's just got to trust his players that they dig in a little bit and keep it at 2. Or get one back quickly.
Van der Sar. No wonder he looks to throw it out in the general direction of Ronaldo that went beyond him to Nani. And Scholes showing he's lost another bite in his tackle, his absence.
I have to say, pretty good seeing he's rusty, because I've seen him miss time so many of those over the last 15 years.
When he's been playing every week.
Yeah.
Benjani. Well, we talked about this being a tough assignment for Portsmouth. I think I often look, Andy, the way teams prepare, how they travel for games. Portsmouth had made this a day trip to Manchester.
Yeah.
And they flew up from Bournemouth Airport earlier today. They go back tonight. And every chance that they're going to go back empty-handed. Davis.
15 minutes of domination, really.
Didn't hear all the studio chat earlier, Andy, but was there some talk about whether Cristiano Ronaldo could get to 30 league goals this season?
It wasn't mentioned, actually, to be fair. I think the lads, I would have gone as well, but I did see the graphic come up about how long it's been, or how few there've been. I think only Thierry Henry in this century, I guess. I think everyone else in the 90s with 30 league goals, and only Henry this century has got 30 league goals.
Well, he's got 19 now, Ronaldo.
This is it now. You see Pavaro just drifting round here from the left back. Now that might well have influenced the linesman to keep his flag down. It's definitely not offside. And a lovely finish. Now that was just skill and deft touch. This is just about trusting your ability to do that with a football. And who said Rooney and Ronaldo wouldn't get on after last summer, eh? Fools.
Park. Force a way through. Carrick. Ronaldo miscontrolled, but the flag went up, yeah.
And then again, that's nothing new in the modern game.
Oh, Fabio Capello's here tonight. He'll be thinking, maybe I'll manage Portugal next. Carrick. Diarra. Not sure about this rule about playing for 3 clubs in one season. It looks as though Diarra did it by taking part in the Community Shield for Chelsea against Manchester United, but obviously the authorities didn't count that.
Oh, right. Well, I assume that they don't count bookings in that, do they, in that scheme?
No, they don't.
Oh, well, there you go then. So that's for out then, isn't it?
It's always, I think, been regarded by the media anyway as a proper fixture, but maybe we've been told something else by that decision by the authorities that's benefited Diarra and Portsmouth. We'll have a free kick here. Cranchar across to take it.
Well, they made a mess of one they had a little further out, a little while earlier, just as everyone had gone up, played it out for a throw-in. They'll expect a better ball here.
Headed out by Vidic. Davis, Pamro, and it was angled off well.
It was angled off very well, and even though it's pace, if you're a centre forward, you're an international, you're expected to get hold of this. Downside, just cushion it into your run.
And the grimace from Barosh that we caught a glimpse of told you that he expected to get hold of it. But sometimes it has been pointed out, even by the Manchester United manager himself, that it's a bit quiet for home league games for Manchester United fans. Cristiano Ronaldo has changed that. The place is buzzing. Nani. Scholes. Carrick. Park cropping up in the middle. Ronaldo goes for the pass when the shot was on.
Unlucky. Apologises to Rooney. Had options either side. It's a great word in football when you've got possession. Options.
And Rooney's kept it in. Mistake by Glenn Johnson. Ronaldo, Rooney.
Well, we're lucky this season, I think, in this league. We without doubt have two of the best footballing sides in world football at the top of it right now. I don't think there's a doubt about that.
Privileged.
Yeah, and the supporters who watch them week in, week out must just love it. They have their off days, of course they do. When they're both at it and at their best, well, pack the grounds out week in, week out to see that.
Here's Barosh. Barosh hasn't been playing in France too much because his club were operating with just one striker, and he was usually the one left to come from the bench. Nugent has had a hernia operation. So Barosh needed right at the outset, and good business by Harry Redknapp to get him in. Benjani. A bit untidy. He's asking for maybe a handball, maybe a foul.
Well, the lines when that man nails the best position to see this. It looked like as he falls, the arm comes out from Vidic. Not there, but there. Certainly caught the arm, but that would have been a very harsh penalty as he fell in it.
Definitely a corner. And it's over Distin and Campbell, and it's come all the way to Park. And Ronaldo goes down quickly and effectively that time, with Distin doing well to get out and get back. Carrick, Rooney. Park lets it go. Nudged on by Brown. Gets it back from Ronaldo. Free in the penalty area. Now being shepherded out by Portsmouth's defensive organisation, but they'll need others back in now because Davis is the culprit.
It just got away from him a little, and you know, it tempted Davis in.
He's had 8 yellow cards already, Sean Davis, but it's just a ticking off at the moment from Martin Atkinson.
Did he not smash one past David James at this end, what, a year or two ago? Sure he did.
What I can tell you is that Cristiano Ronaldo scored his very first Manchester United goal against Portsmouth. That was past Shaka Hislop in 2003. And here he is, looking for a hat-trick, but James parries to deny it. Different type of strike.
He tried the other side. David James unhappy with a gap appearing in his wall. But it was his side, he would be expected to deal with that.
Oh, Brown!
Great effort. Oh, can't tell you how difficult that must have been with your weaker side as well. Good movement from Manchester United players. That arrives quickly. Just trying to guide it in. Not easy. Just probably tried to hit it too hard, if anything, in the end.
He has hit it hard. Well, it looks as though he's sorting out his difficulties with Manchester United, having turned earlier down a contract offer. Suggestions that he is going to sign on maybe for another 4 years. He's got a chance, Wes Brown, of playing 30 league games in a season for the first time. Gary Neville still struggling to get back to full fitness. Here's Davis and Benjani. Good work by Vidic. It's cushioned off by Scholes to Carrick. Carrick and Ferdinand, of course, worked under Harry Redknapp at West Ham. Cruncher. Johnson spotting Cranchow's run, which was an excellent one, and Carrick was just a little slow to be aware of that, whether it was technically his man, with Cranchow coming in from the opposite side, but...
Just got the other side of him, didn't he? Ferdinand very aware of it though, helping out his mate.
Johnson again, Lauren. Ronaldo. His show so far, without any shadow of doubt. Carrick. This time gets it away.
Pamero did well there. Might have been tempted to stay wide with Park. Saw the little 1-2 developing. This stand needed a bit of help.
Manchester United need 2 more goals to reach 50 in the Premier League this season. Pip Arsenal to that landmark. Arsenal on 49 after their Groundhog Day win. Another 3-0 over Newcastle. Evra. Interception and then inspiration, but the shot took a bit of a deflection that didn't in the end make it too difficult for James. He's got such a long reach.
Well, he is a hugely adventurous fullback, Patrice Evra. He's another one who, anyone who witnesses his debut, what was it, in the derby? Hooked after, what, 45 minutes at a torrid time. Now playing with such confidence and belief and authority.
Well, he won't play in the derby coming up next month because he's suspended, yeah. Rooney. Now Nani. Manchester United, having made such an explosive start, allow their concentration to drift because Benjani ploughing on here. He had a ball to the right. The Barish Cranchow was a bit annoyed it didn't come to the left where he was waiting.
Yeah, just a little bit of overplay in the middle of midfield from Manchester United. Got caught.
Well, not just from Manchester United, it was actually from Ronaldo. Benjani got to it this time. Cranchow. Benjani, and Cranchow's not going to get that. And exaggerated his head down, pumping motion to really, that is Bobby language, tell Benjani that they want a better return pass as the evening goes on. Ronaldo to Brown. Rooney. Ronaldo will get it. There is a very close line between confidence and arrogance. He might just have crossed it then.
Yeah, I don't know, it was a super little disguised pass, wasn't it?
It was.
Into Park.
Carrick. But he is playing with an air of a man who believes nothing is impossible. And he's entitled to play like that.
Absolutely.
And Carrick. Scholes. And last season, Cristiano Ronaldo was credited with the most goals ever in the Premier League for a midfield player with his 17. He's got 19 now, but I'm not sure we should just call him simply a midfield player. He's playing up front tonight. That may be a debate for others, but
it will be for us,
including you.
Yeah. And maybe we've got a new phrase now: just attackers.
Yeah. George Best playing from wide positions, got 32 goals in all competitions in the 67-68 season, finished joint top scorer in the league, I think, with 28 of those 32. Ronaldo in all his matches this season has now got 27, and we're still in January.
Yeah, well, I think that little record of George's is, unless something extraordinary happens, gone. He just might raise it a peg or two.
And Ronaldo in. Challenge was a good run by Glenn Johnson.
Again, false goals. Comes to him, looks early, plays him in, right on the money. Good responsible defending though from Glenn Johnson.
Rooney. Ronaldo just got back. Legitimate position to receive the pass. On Saturday, well, you can catch up with Arsenal's attempt to go back top at Manchester City, just across the town from here. Sky Sports 1 and HD1, 12:30. And it's Watford against Wolves for the Championship, 5:15. Same channels.
Just talk about goal scoring in the Premier League. You look at what it's at the moment. He's really only got one serious opponent, really. And that's Adebayor at Arsenal. But it's what, has he got 16? Something like that?
16 in the league, yeah.
16 in the league. Ronaldo, 19 now. You just do think it's a slug out between those two. It's going to be a tough job for anyone else to get close to them.
I think Adebayor, with his goal last night, now scored in 7 consecutive appearances for Arsenal. Here's Evra, Park near post. Won't get past Campbell though. Johnson.
Just a bit heavy in his touch. Final touch that took it to the byline.
A bit of shirt pulling there by Nani. Diarra. Now Distat. They're doing their best, Portsmouth. I think they cleared their heads from an extraordinary start, even by Cristiano Ronaldo standards. Oh, and this time he knew where Park was. I'm not sure he knew where Rooney was.
No, he didn't. Not until the ball was just about past him.
Nani, not one that you would associate really with scoring with headers from set pieces.
I think he's just getting in the way of Vidic as well. Vidic just had a little word in his ear.
Yeah, Vidic scored in this league fixture against Portsmouth last season. Remember, Manchester United also knocked Pompey out of the cup here on their way to the final.
He's a bit down this year in goals, isn't he, Vidic? Got quite a few last year. Just the one this year, which is a surprise.
Yes, he's being out firepowered by Rio Ferdinand, isn't he? He's got to 3. Distat. Carrick. Park. Rooney for Park. Is he going to get there? He does. Ronaldo's offside, and
It was a good couple of yards. Once he'd flicked it to Ronaldo, I just wonder if he flicks it to Nani and goes the other side, then he's onside. But as soon as he flicks it forward towards Ronaldo, it's a simple decision. Flag got to go up. But this could have been a lot worse for Pompey. 2 early goals that they conceded. Might have collapsed, might have caved a little. They didn't. They haven't.
Johnny, as Carrick just wanted an extra second, which wasn't there. Davis, Barosh. It's away from Nani. Stopped by Vidic. Lauren working it wide to Johnson. Good movement here by Cranchar again. From left to right. Lauren to flip it in. And it's Rooney who heads it away. Park on the burst. Pulled back by Pamero. Yellow card for Noé Pamero.
I'm not quite sure how we can argue the case there. Just gets away from him, the ball. It's just from the minute Park got in front of him, the shirt was being pulled.
Carrick. Park, incidentally, doing much better than he did in the first half at Reading recently. He was taken off at the break. He crosses here, and Ronaldo half expecting someone to be behind him, but still able to turn and retrieve. Nani for Evra. Lauren can't catch him. In goes Rooney.
Oh, great football again. He'll be a little disappointed, Wayne Rooney. Just didn't get enough contact on the ball. Well, we said he's cavalier, and this is an example of what we mean. Look at that for a fantastic run forward from Evra. That's the right thing. Wayne Rooney just doesn't get enough on it. Another little cut back. Might have done better, the young man.
And Johnny will get a free kick for Portsmouth here. Diarra to drive it in, but again, good awareness of what was around him by Nemanja Vidic. And Evan van der Sar not hanging about at the back. No, it only took 9 minutes for Ronaldo to get his first goal, Andy, but even then, before then there were signs of Manchester United coming out here in a mood to get onto the front foot quickly, and they've really enjoyed themselves right from the first whistle.
Yeah, they have. I don't think there's a doubt about that. It started really brightly, and when you get the reward of that early goal, even that's just lifted them again.
Just got to make sure they don't lapse into indulgence now.
Well, they're playing comfortable football, but not complacent. I think that's the difference.
Carrick. Nani will get to it. Wasn't the surest of touches. Ronaldo, good strong foot away, and not his stronger foot by Sylvain Distin. Carrick. Well, here against Newcastle, of course, it all happened in the second half. It's been a flamboyant first half for Manchester United tonight. But Diarra raised his game, being compared with the top talent that he's up against.
Great tracking back from Wayne Rooney there. And as he made the tackle, very quickly pointing to the ball. In case Martin Atkinson had any thoughts of giving a free kick.
Barosh into some decent positions where he can be found.
It's a nice ball up. It's what you call, you know, the kind of ball from the neck down that a front man can deal with. He can get it under control and manoeuvre it and work it.
Well, Diarra hasn't been a Portsmouth player very long, but he's clearly got himself onto the set plays. But Kranjčar is the recognised star in that respect. He's moved away, and Diarra hits it, hit Rooney. Looped up by Davis, headed out by Brown. Pamero. Oh, I don't want to do that, not to give it to him. Ronaldo on the run. Nani. Oh, got the power, but not the direction.
Yeah, just bent away a little bit. Well, that all started because Lauren played a really daft header for me. You've got all the players in there. As it dropped him at the edge of the box, instead of heading it forward, not that one, it was just the one before that caused the problems. So there were really two poor headers, one from Lauren, one from Pamero, and they were always struggling to get back in here. Nothing wrong with the strike. As you say, hits it with good power. Just comes across it a little, just takes it away from that far post.
Should point out again that Portsmouth have been carrying all before them in away matches, playing a different way with several different players. Hopefully, Job and Montari in the middle of midfield. Utaka with pace on the right-hand side.
And that's a big loss for any side.
Of course, the other player is away and he's injured, so not quite sure what state he'll come back to Fratton Park in. Scholes. Ferdinand.
Changed it a little bit. I'd have read that. Kranjčar's gone to join Barros up top. Benjani's come to the left-hand side here down below us. So a little change.
Able to cut that out. Just a little bit of the tempo dropping for Manchester United. Time approaching, 90 seconds. We're expecting just one added minute.
I mean, they haven't bombarded David James with attempt after attempt after attempt. But, you know, they've weaved some hugely pretty patterns in the pitch down below us.
Goals, and now Park.
Well, there's another
back
example.
into trouble.
So, I mean, that again was just so good on the eye, the build-up. You know, just 8 attempts really from Manchester United. 5 of them have worked the goalkeeper.
It doesn't really reflect the nature of the first half, does it?
No, that's what I mean. I think the 2 early goals have put them in that comfort zone, Manchester United.
Barros. Now Nani. Ronaldo. Able to pick out Nani. Scholes just waiting. Evra coming between the two. Ever again. Rooney was there, and probably onside by the near post, and frustrated that the chance wasn't given to him.
I just wonder if he just looked at Lauren, Evra, as if to say, well, you just caught my leg as I drew it back to play it in there. You see Lauren behind him, and he just looks at him as if to say...
He points at him.
Yeah,
even.
he just looked as he comes around. Look, there you go, look. Just caught his leg a little as he went to pull the trigger. Anyway, we'll say that influenced the way where it ended up.
Down goes Park. In the dying seconds of the first half that's been all about Manchester United. You know, Andy, they've improved the floodlights here at the start of this season, and their spotlights shining on the superstar amongst the stars here at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo beat David James twice inside the opening 15 minutes to add to his illustrious achievements already this season. And he deserves this ovation as he heads for the tunnel at half-time. He has put Manchester United into a 2-0 lead against Portsmouth.
Stunning, the free kick. Absolutely stunning. And when we come back, we'll see it again. And again. And again. Outrageous. Manchester United lead. 2-0. Flowers of Manchester, originally sung by the Spinners, a tribute to the Busby Babes who died in the Munich air crash in 1958. That gentleman, Mick Groves, who was in that band, and he's here singing at half-time tonight, at a very poignant time of the year for Manchester United. February the 6th, the anniversary of that tragedy, 50 years ago. It's very moving. Very moving. Don't we get football first tonight? Straight to match choice, 10:15, a first opportunity to see all of tonight's football. It's on Sky Sports 1. Copa del Rey. These are the Kings Cup quarter-final second leg matches. Atletico Madrid against Valencia. Mallorca play Getafe. 10:15, Sky Sports 2. The home teams both looking to turn around a 1-0 deficit. Graham Souness and Jamie Redknapp are with us here tonight. You know, in many ways, what Cristiano Ronaldo has done here tonight is the best tribute to those boys who lost their lives, isn't it? Just absolutely breathtaking, Graham.
Well, we said beforehand he's nigh unstoppable. I mean, the free kick, there isn't a goalkeeper in the world who got anywhere near that. I mean, the technique, it's just, it's stunning. You know, it's a ridiculous technique. He doesn't always make it work the way he wants it to work, but to get that ball up and down like that, the way he's striking it with his instep, flush onto it, I've never seen anyone else attempt to do that.
I've got to be honest, I'll go as far as say that is the best free kick I've ever seen in the Premier League. Look at that. That technique, going straight onto it, hitting it over the wall, making it dip with so much pace, with a goalkeeper like David James literally waving that goodbye into the top corner. I've seen one other free kick I'll probably put that was better than that. But that was Roberto Carlos. Brazil versus France about 6 years ago. The tournoi. I mean, that was incredible. But he's hit that so well.
When I've seen him do it, I've thought he's hitting the ball halfway up the ball. But he actually digs him at the ground up when he strikes there.
Even that angle. But look how hunched over he is as well. To make anyone else would try that. I would defy anyone not to hit that 30 yards over the bar.
Yeah, you might try. I wouldn't.
But you could, that's what I'm saying. To do it that way, it's almost like punting into the back of it, hitting it and then stunning it, and it just goes boom, and it goes straight over. Juninho has a similar technique to what he does. It's incredible. I've not seen anything like it. Absolutely brilliant.
If we saw nothing else tonight, you'd leave happy,
but apart
wouldn't you?
from that, you know, he's a man playing with so much confidence, and he knows he's in an arena where they all love him, you know, with his flicks and his tricks. But we said earlier,
this is for 1-0. This is how he warmed up.
Yeah, he's off. In And really, Jimo doesn't do a lot wrong. Jimo stands up big for him, and Jimo's a big man, and he manages, whether it goes between his legs or not, but he certainly squeezes it in.
Have a look at his movement as well, though, Graham. Look, chests it off, whoops, bang, he's off again. Glenn Johnson doesn't know whether to go at the ball or stay. Only one place he can go there is that's through David James's legs, and he spots it.
See,
I mean,
Jimo doesn't do anything wrong as a goalkeeper there. He's trying to stay on his feet as long as possible.
No.
But everything about him is special. You know, he knows he's loved in this arena. You know, he tries a flick, it does come off. He tries a flick 2 minutes later. He's just so special.
But
They're very lucky supporters to watch that every week.
You said something earlier on, and it said whether you're a football fan or whether you support, you would watch Cristiano Ronaldo. But for me, Paul Scholes as well coming into this game and today. He's completely run the midfield. He looks like he's never been away. He's been lending the ball around, getting it, giving it, spraying it. And every time that he gets the ball, Ronaldo comes to life, and so does Rooney, because they know that he can literally put the ball on a sixpence for him. He's a top footballer.
As good as United are without him, he gives them something else for me, Paul Scholes. He very rarely picks a wrong pass, you know, and he's in that playmaker role, and he starts everything off, and he very rarely makes a wrong decision. And I think without him, they drop a few levels. With him, they go up one or two.
That's what Sir Alex Ferguson said. We're very pleased to have him back. He could be the difference. Phew, what a difference. Very well received, that performance, as you would expect. So too that of Fergie's young babes, particularly Cristiano Ronaldo. They lead Manchester United by 2-0.
The night is young.
Ronaldo, 2-0 to Manchester United. Changes for Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Yes, Richard, Herman Ariderson, as you can see, coming on. And Arnold Mwemba, the midfield player. Lauren was having a hard time down the right of midfield. Sylvain Destin, the other player who's gone off, one would think, Andy, that would be an injury.
Well, I can't think Harry would have made that change unless there was something wrong with Destin.
So Manchester United, probably the only disappointment from their first half is they haven't quite put the game to bed yet. After 2 goals in the opening 14 minutes, the second of which will be shown over and over again.
Yeah.
It is a hamstring for Sylvain Destin.
Yeah, thought it had to be something. Well, it looks like it's the away day formation that Harry Redknapp's finally gone back to. Just Barras up top. Benjani plays his third position of the evening, starting on the right-hand side of midfield at the beginning of the second half. Cranshaw back over on the left, so the 5-man midfield intact.
And we talked to Andy during the half-time interval, and we heard about Ariderson coming on, whether he'd go to the left-back and Pamero into the middle, but it's the other way around. Carrick. Diarra. Good energy levels and good self-belief. That's important for Portsmouth. Ronaldo was cutting them to ribbons in the first quarter of an hour. I wonder whether they might go the same way as Newcastle United did here recently, but they stuck at it. A couple of other good chances, one for Rooney, one for Wes Brown on the volley.
I think there are many teams that we've watched over the years that, having gotten to 2-0 at home, would just say, that's fine, shut up shop, we're not too bothered if we get any more. You don't get that feeling with this Manchester United side. You know, the players are out there who haven't scored, for instance, you know, the Rooney's, Nannies of this world, Park who's looking to do something, Scholes back in the team. They all want to get in on the act, and that's what keeps them so dangerous right through the 90 minutes of a game.
Just a reminder that Sir Alex Ferguson made 1 or 2 concessions to the endeavours against Spurs here on Sunday and the upcoming trip to Tottenham. on Saturday in the Premier League. He's got Carlos Tevez, who wants to improve or add to the attacking options. Improve, what am I talking about? Ronaldo and Rooney are out there. You know what I mean. 3 can be even better than 2.
Played a lot of games, Tevez, so, and it might just have been the time just to managers recognise it, just to give him a night off.
So, you know, the 3 of them have now scored 50 goals between them for Manchester United this season. Led by Ronaldo, of course. Tevez has been enjoying playing here in particular. He's only scored 1 away goal, but it was quite a useful one. It got 3 points at Anfield. Scholes like he'd never been away. Carrick, Nani. Ronaldo cushioning it back to Carrick again. Here's Brown. Park. And to turn away from the powerful frame of Noé Pamero.
How powerful he is. He's been quite lively, Ji-sung Park, tonight.
A bit of a disagreement between Nani and Hariderson. Controlling the events tonight hasn't been too difficult for Martin Atkinson.
I think this has been one of the most comfortable games that you'll ever get. Just players have gotten on with it. Hardly been a tackle worthy of the name.
Here's Scholes, who had 1 worthy of the name.
Yeah, but a pretty good one, mind you.
Rooney slipping. Let's look down at this slightly more problematic pitch. It's where Manchester United do suffer in comparison with Arsenal. Benjani. Might be able to shoot here. Shown that side by Vidic. On the outside, but not at a particularly difficult angle. But now Carrick, roaming forward. Nice, and really hit it against Park. Davis had a bit of a backheader to it. Pamero has sent it skywards. Nani. Carrick. Park. Rooney near post again. Deflects off Pamero for a Manchester United corner. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Ferdinand and Vidic advance. Little huddle with Ronaldo. He decides on the corners as well now, probably.
Well, they're all good. They've got 4 pretty good headers of the ball in there. And Wes Brown.
Ferdinand!
Wasn't exactly.
Saved by James. Ferdinand goes again. Wemba well to squeeze it forward, but it didn't go forward very far. And now James just snatches it from Nani's toes. Rooney, having had problems with the pitch a moment earlier, anticipated that David James might have and tried to hunt that back pass down. And James made the save from Ferdinand.
Well, they had a little huddle, had a little chat. Got a decent spread across the 6-yard box, the 4 of them. Comfortable save in the end for David James.
Point we made in the first half, Rio Ferdinand a bit more threatening at the moment from set players than Vidic. Touch round behind Brown here. I mentioned at the start Manchester United had some embarrassment from Portsmouth. Remember Ferdinand, an own goal down at Fratton Park. United were beaten in the run-in last season, but it wasn't too costly in the end for Alec Ferguson, who wrote warmly in his match programme notes tonight about what Harry Redknapp had done for Portsmouth, and how he wondered whether he'd go to Newcastle, thought he might. Probably after 15 minutes here, he might have wished he had Harry Redknapp, but settled down, and if Portsmouth were to nick a goal, double-barreled assault by Ronaldo so early in the game might not yet be decisive. But here he is, beckoning Nani forward.
What they've done with the change is Sean Davis have just put him right in front of the back four and just said, well, work across there when Portsmouth don't have the ball, stop United if you can, rolling it into feet and just in front of the two centre-backs.
Good ball carrying by Diarra again. Barosh is quite capable of doing a job in a wider position. Portsmouth throw. Nani a bit annoyed by that decision and purposefully stuck out a leg to get the ball back. The way Manchester United are, he's been able to get his education in and out of the team. But at the moment, his progress tonight is going to been, well, I was going to say held up by injury, but when you are in and out of the team, when you're in it, you want to stay in it. Bounce back up again.
As a little example of why we should play on at times when the ball's in play like that. Glenn Johnson played out of play, had good possession, went a lot wrong with Nani. Suddenly he's back with his own goalkeeper now, 50 yards further down the pitch, back the pitch.
Nice pass from Mvwemba, who's been involved now 5 games in a row. Problem with switching this formation again, it's the power that the Utakas, Montaris, Diop bring to the counter-attacking, and Gianni has benefited from it. Scored a lot of away goals. Pamaro, Kranjčar, Mvwemba, Diarra got his first goal in the FA Cup for Portsmouth against Plymouth. And Campbell concerned about Rooney.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he hasn't got there. James was able to get back to Sol Campbell's considerable relief, and Wayne Rooney, having embarrassed Campbell, couldn't get that third goal, which would end Portsmouth's result.
The moment it left his foot, it didn't have enough on it. Great opportunity.
Rooney's got a great record against Portsmouth. He scored 7 times against them.
It should be 8.
Yeah. Well, maybe should be 9, the one he had in the first half by the near post.
Yeah.
Also scored 7 against Newcastle, which is both profitable teams for him to face.
I'm not quite sure what Barras had in mind with that ball.
Brown. Manchester United don't have to rush if they're not being rushed. Ronaldo, though, quickens it up. Nani to take on Johnson, get past Johnson. Not make the final ball count.
Well, they did the first bit very well and skipped it past Glenn Johnson. Not as good, the little chip in.
Mvwemba. Scholes. Here's Park. Well, they came into the middle and then tried to pull away to the right. And Rooney knew the rough area that he was in, but couldn't get the ball out that side. Vidic, who was a January transfer signing. Sometimes managers tell you that he rushed into deals, pushed into deals that you don't really want to make, but he's been a very good purchase. Same applies to Everett. Benjani. Now Johnson. Barosh. Vidic across. He's a hard man to pass. The Serb. And starts with Scholes yet again. Ferdinand. Wearing the club armband tonight, and there's been talk about whether he might be Capello's first England captain. Rooney's offside.
Just went a little early, Wayne Rooney. I think he might just be asking, could he have been delivered a little quicker to him? When he gets possession here, could it have gone now? Well, maybe it could have done, because by the time he makes his mind up, he's just strayed a little, Wayne Rooney.
He too, of course, has captained Manchester United this season.
Oh, same again.
Sol Campbell's got the same problem again, and it's rather run off him.
Oh, lucky boy. He's probably turned away and said, will you stop doing that?
Leave me alone. Diarra, who has been impressive with the way he at least has... he's not alone, but certainly been the most conspicuous Portsmouth player, trying to find a route back into this game. Johnson responding to that call, trying to... Never lost it. Diarra's there again. Kranjčar. Diarra. Great footwork. More of a tackle by Benjani than a pass. Carrick. Just drifting to where the space was, and Carrick recognised that. The 1-2 with Rooney. Marks on the right, Nani on the left. But, between Rooney and Nani was Johnson. Diarra. Davis. Wemba. Manchester United just backing off, but keeping their shape. They need to close Diarra down, maybe with a bit more conviction. He's put a good pass away to Kranjčar. See a way to shoot. Seen too much of Pamaro as an attacking left back, but well forward then, and it's a corner for Portsmouth.
Well, we know Sir Alex has got huge confidence in his footballers. We know that. I'd just be, if not a nagging doubt, but I'd just be a tad worried that at 2-0, comfortable as they are, any sort of goal for Portsmouth just changes the nature of this game totally.
Ferdinand got above Hreidarsson, which is not an easy thing to do. Got out by Rooney, who's given it to Carrick and gone outside, but the run that caught the eye of Carrick was from Ronaldo. He's got himself involved somehow, but again it just peters out for Manchester United, and again Diarra tries to find a fuse to light for Portsmouth.
The problem has been getting, with this system, playing it with these players for Portsmouth second half, has been getting enough players forward into areas to threaten. Change been made.
Yes, it's Anderson who hasn't been featured too much recently. Not going to overdo Paul Scholes' has come back, much as though I'm sure he would love to play the last half an hour. We've had just over the hour. And he's looked good as new.
Yeah, well, when you're 33, every minute you play is a precious one, because it's a minute nearer to the end. No, that's a good hour. Good shift, as they say.
Anderson missed the match at Reading. He had to go back to Brazil because of family reasons. But they got back in time to join Manchester United for their trip to Saudi Arabia.
I mean, that's the thing about Manchester United. That movement there, although Ronaldo's down injured, you had Ronaldo right, Rooney left, and Nani and Park up top. So you never quite know when you're playing against them who you're going to be facing, even during the game. Just a little drop of the shoulder, he's away. Catches him in the bottom, top of the foot, tender area. It's always a concern. That's a foul. He's just missed by the referee.
Well, that'll be the fear for Manchester United, even with all their other options. Every game seems to set a new record for Cristiano Ronaldo, but injuries are a fact of footballing life and would be extremely inconvenient for United if he picked up one. And Campbell just about having the power to overcome the Rooney, but Rooney got back to him, and because of that, Ronaldo had another chance to make it 3 for him and United here.
Well, Rooney gets back of him because he's really upset that he can't muscle his way past him, and it is just muscle that keeps him there, and he's frustrated. Now watch this, I'm getting after you. Great tackling back. Well, even the great young man can mess up a chance. All right, it was his left foot, we'll give him that.
Penrose turned it over horizon, and Portsmouth in problems of their own making again. Hard enough when Manchester United are making the running, but when you get caught like Campbell did, and in that piece of play as well. Brown. Here's Vidic. Ronaldo. Nani. Comes out to Carrick. Skims it in this time to Ronaldo. Portsmouth had good shape, and Johnson defending narrowly from right back. It's an intriguing run by Nani. They can try things out, Manchester United, you feel, here in these circumstances. Nani tries a shot. His 2 goals have been spectacular ones in his short Manchester United career. It is this freewheeling style, Andy, you've referred to it a couple of times, that Manchester United have got. It makes them so hard to defend against.
It is difficult, isn't it?
Come back to Park and Nani in the wide positions, Anderson and Carrick in the middle of midfield, and Ronaldo up top with Rooney as the shape for a moment. And Gwemba for Portsmouth. Pamero. Davis, down by Benjani, Diarra, Johnson, playing his 100th Premier League game tonight. Rooney, of course, time at his previous clubs. Davis picking a way through. Pass for Barosh. He wants a penalty. Martin Atkinson spreads his arms in a gesture of no.
Yeah, I thought right. I thought no.
And running to Manchester United, Park, and now Rooney. Flew at James, but pretty much straight at him.
Well, it's probably the biggest decision he's had to make, but just how much control does Barosh have of the ball? Nah, I don't think there's much in that. He kind of squeezes through. You see West Brown win the ball, and understand why Barris was asking the question, but he was the only Portsmouth player that was.
Here's Vidic, still a quarter of the game to go. Manchester United still leading from 2 goals scored in the first quarter, an hour of it. Two terrific goals, the first a team goal, slick, splendid passing, and the second a sumptuous free kick, which Jamie Redknapp has described as the best he's ever seen in the Premier League. He scored 1 or 2 himself.
Maybe a few people thinking, what about mine?
Ronaldo, wonderful acceleration, brilliant control on a difficult pitch. Anderson, Mark goes down the outside, times the run. And Rooney makes something of the cross because he just doesn't give up on things. We know all about his ability, but his attitude is absolutely top class.
And his appetite for the game.
Yeah. Anderson has the surprise factor. Still not opened his Manchester United account. Johnson. It's almost artistically done, the defending by Ferdinand. Touch with the left foot on the half volley. The great thing from Alex Ferguson's point of view is really Manchester United in most of this game have been able to play within themselves.
Absolutely.
It's almost just been like a Wednesday evening training session.
The 2 early goals were key to the way this game panned out.
Rooney showing that ferocious appetite for possession again. Carrick, on its run off Johnson towards Nani, hooked away, booted away by Herman Ariderson. Anderson. Ronaldo. Why weren't you there, Patrice? I think that good point suggested.
He just fancied a trick, I think.
Manchester United are revving up some reinforcements.
It's only Tevez and Hargreaves they worry about.
Just wonder whether they might think Ronaldo's race tonight is run.
Well, Ronaldo will be thinking, well, wait a minute, I might get another chance, we might get a penalty. I wouldn't mind a hat-trick. That would be his thought, but I guess Alex Ferguson's is the one that matters.
Just to point out to the rest of the Premier League, Cristiano Ronaldo is still only 22. He'll actually be 23 next Tuesday, on the same day that Carlos Tevez is 24. And something in the stars, the astrologist might tell us.
Tells us that they're likely to be making a few Premier League sides for a few more years yet.
Diarra. Benjani. Davis had a look before he struck it. No one really attacking the ball for Portsmouth with any great conviction. There'll be conviction here from Rooney and from Ronaldo. Might be coming to the end of his participation to Rooney for Park. James, brilliant double save, the second from Nani. Talked about a triple save, which we showed you earlier in his first Premier League game. That was for Liverpool at Nottingham Forest. Here on the night of the 500th, he's distinguished himself for that piece of goalkeeping. But here comes Ferdinand, adding to the burden for the Portsmouth keeper. Nani. Ferdinand can't get there, and nor could Park, but Pamero did.
Well, it's still only two, but at times you wonder how it can be. Well, this is the last one. Lovely run from Rio Ferdinand, and he keeps going, and he's very, very close to getting on the end of the cross. Good defending in the end.
Well, it's Wayne Rooney coming off, as well as Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo flashed a "why me" look at the bench.
Well, we might as well. These might as well be RR Rolls Royce, aren't they? Instead of Rooney and Ronaldo, because that's the way they play. And look at that. Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite.
A dream double tonight for Cristiano Ronaldo at the Theatre of Dreams. Well, for many players that would be a showreel game, but for Ronaldo he'd probably go and do something even better on Saturday. Carlos Tevez and Owen Hargreaves are the replacements. Pamero for Portsmouth damaged himself in that piece of defending, needed a bit of attention. Portsmouth for the moment down to 10, but Pamero's been able to come back on. Evra. Hargreaves. Anderson. Carrick will be relishing going to White Hart Lane. Sure on Saturday whether he'll get in the team, of course. We have to wait to find out, because there are many options for Alex Ferguson. Anderson is one of them. Benjani. Paul Sharp says it stayed in. Well, he's one of the best assistants. Johnson. Still striving to make a match of it. Level for, what, 9 minutes and 15 seconds, I think, to be pedantic. Crancher. A lot of recent games between these two clubs here in the Premier League have finished 3-0, so we wouldn't necessarily bet against that being the final score this evening. And Tevez on, wanting to continue his excellent goal-scoring run on this ground. He's played 16 times at Old Trafford, one of those games for West Ham, of course, and scored 13 goals, one of those goals for West Ham. The last time Manchester United were beaten at home in the Premier League. Their record this season is nigh on perfect, just Reading opening Sunday, getting a draw. Ferdinand. Brown. Anderson. Carrick. Anderson took it into Haridason.
Do you know, as he controlled that, I thought pull the trigger.
Nani. Never able to play further and further forward. But David James made that double save to at least provide a couple of happy memories on a difficult night.
Yeah, I just wonder, had Wayne Rooney's ball here been a little better, it just got away a little bit, but top marks. The way he got out to Park and got in his face. And then look how quickly he reacts to that shot. Super save.
Richard Hughes, who gets a few boos because he was the player involved in the sending off of Cristiano Ronaldo down at Fratton Park, an alleged headbutt. I think it's fair to say that Ronaldo's had his revenge tonight on Hughes and company. Prancha, Pamara, Mbwemba, Diarra rather, and now Benjani. Mbwemba's come out here on the right-hand side. It's a free kick to Manchester United. What do you make of Manchester City's alleged move for Benjani, Andy, in the last few hours of the transfer window?
Well, that's, I think, on the face of it, it's an easy one for Harry to resist. I mean, why would you want to get rid of a guy who scored 12 league goals and you're a bit
Only
short?
if you can get someone better in.
Well, exactly, well, he's got a day. And he doesn't know if he's losing them. I mean, what kind of business can you do in that? It might be him I'm thinking of. A bit like Chelsea when they lost Gallas, didn't they? Right in the last day or something. They had no one to bring in. And they really, Mourinho always says that cost them that.
Sven-Göran Eriksson has money to spend, but the quotes from him in tonight's Manchester Evening News saying the top players just aren't available.
No, he needs a front man, there's absolutely no doubt about that, having watched him plenty this year.
Here's Park cropping up as a front man for Manchester United. Davis, a bit tight with the goalkeeper.
Of course, we will be there on Saturday to see them take on Arsenal, with or without Benjani.
On Sunday, it's Newcastle against Middlesbrough. 1 o'clock, Sky Sports 1 and HD1. Kevin Keegan will be hoping that we'll see the first Newcastle goal under his management the second time around, and Fulham against Aston Villa. Very important game for Roy Hodgson and company against Martin O'Neill's men.
Well, I would say tune in early, that Newcastle match. Oof. What a big game.
Well, Sam Allardyce might have been managing Newcastle, of course, in that fixture. It is now looking for work. I'm sure he'll get it as well. There was a time, I guess, when he would have been managing Middlesbrough at St James's Park. Steve McLaren also available. Hargreaves, Anderson available out on the pitch. Nani. Intermittent, really, the Manchester United attacks. But Nani! That's been shown a couple of times this season to be his type of range.
Well, I have to say, that's where the goalkeepers hit this ball so much. This moves all over the place. Look at that, David James has almost gone past it, and it's come back on him. It's unbelievable movement on that.
by Carrick. Edwin van der Sar wanting to make sure that he has another clean sheet to his name. Goes for the defenders in front of him as well. Scarcely been a problem posed by Portsmouth. Been happy to look at damage limitation really from 15 minutes in.
Yeah, to be fair, Martin, this game ended as a contest on the 13th minute when Ronaldo smashed that free kick in. It's been such a comfortable evening from Manchester United since then.
Well, it has been a formality, and maybe not the cut and thrust that maybe two more evenly matched teams would have provided for us. To Tevez, Anderson, Hargreaves, not fancying his left foot. On the right, kicks out Anderson. Portsmouth lined up to defend, again in a deep position. Tevez, chipping away. But despite the formality of much of the game, I think Andy will always say we were here. Ronaldo dispatched that free kick. One of the glorious moments in Premier League history.
In fairness to him, he's got a collection of them. Very hard put. And the one up at Sunderland this season was pretty special in its own way as well.
Well, there was a time where you wouldn't have thought that they would be sitting down and chatting together, and they're playing wonderfully coordinated football together. What happened in the heat of battle?
Yeah. Never believed for 1 second that Cristiano Ronaldo would be allowed to leave this club. Certainly not as long as Alex Ferguson was a manager. That was a certainty.
There was a nice little incident after the Reading game when they were talking about Ronaldo's goal in the stoppage time, when Rooney ran about 75 yards for a pass and a tap-in, and Ronaldo didn't pass it to him. And Wayne Rooney said to me afterwards, it's a good job he scored. That's the nearest I think we've had to hostility between the two since the World Cup. Benjani. When Manchester United play again at home, it will be 4 days after February the 6th. It will be the day of full commemoration for those who so tragically lost their lives in Munich. So Bobby Charlton, a Munich survivor. Anderson. Park. Everyone making yet another run down the left-hand side. And, he wins a corner. Portsmouth bring everyone back. Manchester United take advantage of that by putting plenty of players forward. Vary the corner. Nani. Evra again. Park with a chance to hit it, but he did so under challenge.
That's it well, mind you. Now we're watching this attempt from Park. Somebody just threw the ball back to David James. I think it hit the goalkeeper and dropped in the net. That's what they're all cheering. England's #1 comes from the...
Well, who knows, next week he might be England's #1. Paul Robinson out of the Tottenham team. At least he was. I don't know what the team was tonight at Everton. Whoever is in goal is keeping a clean sheet at Goodison. Takes a bit of doing these days. That's Anderson. Ran a long way to get there and nearly got some reward for his labours.
Well, attempts are rising.
Well, they're going back to the top of the league, but they aren't going to be the top scorers in the Premier League, even joint, unless the joint would take them, one goal would take them level with Arsenal. They had bags of time to be the first to 50.
Yeah, I was going to say, a little contest of their own, isn't it?
It's been a relaxed night for the Manchester United fans and for the players.
Well, I mean, each game that goes past, we seem to get closer to the end, but scores stay this way. You look at what's happening at Upton Park. I guess we've got a three-horse race pretty much now, with no one else involved for this title.
Carrick. Diarra, broken up by Hargreaves. This is Tevez, just widen the angle, but still work James. Anderson there again, and still going.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that deserved a goal, and it would have been an absolutely perfect way to end Manchester United's night that started so well and could have ended the same way. Super effort there, but watch the way he just takes over here, Anderson. Always looked second favourite for every ball that he went for then, but 4 times he got there first, and he's only inches away from finishing off that with a goal.
Well, it's been a useful workout for fitness. They've not been overtaxed, Manchester United. They certainly haven't lost their form, even though the finishing for much of the game has been a little bit wayward, even if it, at times like the last one, has also been inspired.
I think the level of the quality of the football has been first class.
Two added minutes. Still just the 2 early goals. Kranjčar. Mbemba. Johnson with maybe a chance to cross. More than half the goals that Manchester United have conceded in the Premier League this season have been headers. It ricochets for Tevez. Anderson makes a run. Tevez uses him initially as a decoy, then has a look to see where he was. And then was still going it alone. Park trying to drift in by the back post. Tevez only seeing the whites of the goalpost.
Yeah, that was kind of goal blindness he had there, wasn't it? Could have had 3 or 4 running up the other side of him. None of them was getting the ball.
Anderson. Say that 2-0 flatters Portsmouth. That's a missed kick by Campbell.
No, we saw Davis just there to his right. Come on.
Pamro. It's a decent ball up to Kranjčar. All the way back to Hridison, who maybe wasn't quite expecting it. Mbemba pressing by Hargreaves. Played in the end by Johnson. A stroll in the Old Trafford Park for Ferdinand and Vidic, and generally for Manchester United. It does look, over the 2 nights of these midweek fixtures, Arsenal will have gained a goal.
Yeah, and that's about it.
saying it's going to come back and haunt Manchester United, but after scoring 2 in 13 minutes, he scored 2 in 13 minutes. A terrific team goal and one of the great free kicks. It was a breeze for Manchester United from then on to go back to the top of the table. Familiar pain for Portsmouth at Old Trafford. It's their 8th consecutive league defeat, and in fairness to Harry Redknapp, not a full-strength side in the month of January. David James reaches 500 Premier League games and made a couple of fine saves in the second half, and I think a bit of relief there from the Portsmouth point of view.